Hey guys, Sean here with Blue Ridge Collectibles, and today we got a brand new release. Today's release day for the brand new Magic the Gathering. Oh, I can't even grab this thing. Strixhaven, School of Mages. Man, this thing's awesome. So it just so happens I was watching. You guys know him, Bad Boy Gaming, or Bad Boy TCG. I think he changed his name back to what it's supposed to be, I guess. And man, these set boosters have been pretty nice. So originally, I was just going to buy a draft booster box of this new set today. The new collector booster boxes, I believe, come out next week. So we're going to crack open one of those when they drop, I think next Friday. In addition to all 5 of the pre-release schools. All right, so Bad Boy did some of those as well, and they're fantastic. I mean, come on. But some pretty nice cards in here. Some pretty new mechanics, the new teach and lesson and all that stuff. It's pretty nice. But yeah, I was looking forward to this since day one, man. I think I was looking forward to this more than I was Kaldheim, which, as you guys know, I don't think I did any box breaks of Kaldheim on my channel, but we are going to go do this, and we're going to hit it pretty hard. And then we're going to focus on Modern Horizons 2, I guess, which will be coming, I guess, at the end of the summertime. So without further ado, we're going to get started. Okay, don't forget, if you guys are going to make your way out to your local comic or card shop, make sure, if you're going to buy one of these or the draft boosters, that you get your buy a box promo. We got a Dragon's Guard Elite. It's a 2-drop, 1 green, 1 colorless for a 2/2, and its static ability is pretty neat. The Magecraft. Whenever you cast or copy an instant or sorcery spell, put a +1/+1 counter on Dragon's Guard Elite, and then you could pay 2 green and 4, which is quite pricey. But provided that this thing is beefed up a little bit, double the number of +1/+1 counters on Dragon's Guard Elite. So if you could find out a way to add more tokens to this, and give it some sort of ability like trample or flying or something, to make just this big beefy body just even more imposing, this would be cool. And guess what? It's an extended art foil, so that's pretty neat. Okay, so let's go ahead and check her out. Let's see what we got here. I want to thank you guys for joining in. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, do the thing, because yeah, we're trying to reach 2,000 subs here, ladies and gentlemen. This is my first ever set booster box that we are opening on the channel. I believe there is 24 packs, I believe. Maybe more, I'm not sure. But as you can see, pretty close. Pretty gosh darn close. There you go. So that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Of course, there are the list cards in here as well. So those are faithful reprints of some of the playable cards that we've seen in Magic's history that are reprintable. So there's no reserved list stuff on there. All right, so there we go. Strixhaven School of Mages. Let's go ahead and get started. It's got the little pull tabaroo right there, and looks like there are some art cards in here as well. So this is backwards. So this is going to be 31 of 81. Lorehold Command by Jason Rainville. There you go. So that's what that looks like. Yeah, I wish the artist would actually sign the things. So I don't know if this is going to be the way it's supposed to be, but we have a foil island right there, and then we have an uncommon. You can see that gray. Just trying to get the lighting right so it's not all glare. All right, so it's all kind of mixed in here, which is kind of funny. Oh, and we also have the Mystical Archives cards, which are really cool. I think that those things are going to be quite nice. They're going to age very well. Brackish Trudge, Draconic Intervention is going to be our first rare in the pack. I don't think I'm going to sleeve anything up unless it's like huge. And then we have Adventurous Impulse. Check out the art on the Mystical Archives cards. Pretty neat. I like these. I think these are gonna live on pretty nice. And also they did this alternate art stuff, the Mystical Archives, for like some really nice cards, like a Demonic Tutor, and a few others. And Unwilling Ingredient is another foil. So we got 2 foils already, and then these are promotional advertising cards. Ugh. Figure out where to put all the stuff at, and then there you go. There's another art card. That is Shale, Dean of Radiance. So the deans are the professors in this, and then there's our their land foils. So right out of the gate, we have a basic conjuration rare. It's a lesson. Look at the top 6 cards of your library. You may reveal a creature card from among them and put it into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in any random order. In a random order, you gain 3 life. All right, that's interesting. First day of class. Professors. Well, yeah, Professor Onyx is in this too. Good old Lily. Little Lily. Oh, that's cool. Look at this thing. All right, so we got Jadzi, Oracle of Arcavios. Wow, 8-drop. Jeez. Pricey much? Discard a card, return Jadzi Oracle, okay, to its owner's hand, all right. Magecraft, whenever you cast a instant or sorcery spell, reveal the top card of your library. If it's a non-land card, you may cast it by paying 1 rather. Okay, that's pretty neat as well. So if you have some expensive spells that might work. Journey to the Oracle, so this is a double-sided card. Sorcery, 4-drop. Okay, that's cool. So we got some Rampage. It's green too, so that's very relevant. And we have a Quandrix command. The commands are quite nice. You know, pick any number of them, kind of like Cryptic Command, where you have a multi-function modality to it. And then our Mystical Archives is going to be Weather the Storm. Whether you like it or not. Just awesome artwork. And they do have these in foils. And I'm sure you'll see more of these in the collector booster boxes. All right, and then we have Mentor's Guidance as our other foil. All right, so we wanted to just kind of take a look at the cards a little bit more slowly. There you go. And then we'll just, we'll speed it up a little bit. Star Pupil. Witherbloom Campus. So we got some lands in here. It looks like ping lands. Fortifying Drought. Okay, so our first rare, Flame Scroll Celebrant. And this is also a double-sided card as well. So we got Revel in Silence. This is, you know, if you play red-white. And we have Ingenious Masteries. So we have the Masteries in here as well. You may pay 2 and a blue rather than pay the spell's mana cost. If this is some dumb counter spell, I would be mad because they don't need any more of these. But it's a treasure token type thing. All right. Okay, cool. Counter spell. Look at this thing. So that's the alternate art counter spell. I think is really cool. I mean, it really is orange. It actually changed like the whole color of the shot right there. And then Show of Confidence is our foil. And I believe you get a foil per pack. We haven't seen any list cards yet, those reprints. But once we come across them, we got Killian Ink Duelist. Right there, that's pretty sweet. Good art. Okay, we got foil Swamp, Cram Session, Spine Carrick, Honor Troll, ha ha ha, I get it. Bookworm, and we have a Leonin Light Scribe as our rare with Magecraft, 2-drop. Pretty cool. I mean, you know, it's going to be a good kind of like early game type of powerhouse. You know, that could be a 3/3 anytime it wants to, maybe a 4/4 on certain occasions. Behind that, we have Claim the Firstborn, which is an uncommon Mystical Archives. Pretty neat art. And we have a Waterfall Aerialist. That's our other foil. Pretty good looking cards. Pretty good. So that one right there. It's funny how they just throw the rares in anywhere they want to in a pack. Oh, cool. We got the Silencer. Enters the battlefield. Choose a non-land card name. Whenever an opponent casts a spell with the chosen name, they lose 3 life. And you draw a card. Oh, it's only 1 black and a white. Not bad. Whirlwind Denial is going to be our Archives card. And then behind that, we have Alan Shieldmage for our foil. And this is a list. You can see it's got the little thing there. This originally came from, was that Innistrad, where they had werewolves and vampires. So that's what that looks like. That one is a common, by the way. There's that there. Crazy art. Looks good though. Transformation, Novice Dissector, Overgrown Arch, Inspiration, and we got Rutha, Mercurial Artist, and Gnarled Professor. It's going to be our rare, which is pretty cool. So when this enters the battlefield, learn. So you have to look for one of those cards that say learn on it, and then you may reveal the card you own from outside the game and put it into your hand. So in a sense, it's a sideboard, sideboard full of learn cards. And we have a Defiant Strike, Archives. And behind that, we have Maelstrom Muse, foil. Okay, we got another Dean here. Is that Kian? Yes, Kian. Hey. I know her name. All right, Humiliate, Augmenter, Pugilist. So this guy loves to fight. So 3-drop, 3/3, trample as long as you control 8 or more lands. This guy gets +5/+5. I mean, that's quite nice. So it'd be an 8/8 trampler late game. And then we have the Echoing Equation for the flip. Manifestation Sage, pretty cool. So it's got hybrid mana on this one. And oh my goodness, Day of Judgment, pretty nice. So that's our first mythic Archives card. And it's real simple. 4-drop, destroy all creatures. It's a Wrath of God, pretty much. And behind that, we got Study Break. So you could tap up to 2 target creatures for 2, and it's an instant, and then you can learn. All right. And then there's our, it's funny, it's a Jumpstart card. Release the Dog's List card. Whoops. What in the world happened here? Okay, well, we gotta do it this way then. You gotta pop. Pop and lock and drop, as they say in the business. Star Pupil. There you go. Fresh-faced little dude there. Carrick, Wrangler, Dueling Coach, Show of Confidence, and Poet's Quill. About the most honest-looking artifact that you could find. All right. Pretty simple. And behind that, we have Harmonize, which I think is probably one of the coolest pieces of art on a Mystical Archives card by, who's that? Carly Mazur. And behind that, we have Dragon's Approach, foil. And we have another Jumpstart list card. There you go. So that's the art there. Okay, Uvilda, Dean of Perfection. That's a lot of text there, and it is also a flip card. We have a good card behind this as well. Pretty nice. Nice art. We have the Tanazir Quandrix Mythic 4-drop, or 5-drop rather, 4/4 Flying Trample with a bunch of text. You can pause the video if you want and read it. We got a good old Village Rites. Nice creepy alternate art right there by Matthew Lewis. Elite Spellbinder. This is our first foil rare. All right. Yeah, that's one thing I did notice from this particular set is a lot of the cards has like a book's worth of text. If you want to know how the card plays and performs, you gotta read the thing. It seems to me, I see, look, there was a rare right up front. Illuminate History. That's a lesson card, so this is what you would normally pull out when it's, you know, when there's a lesson functionality on a card. Yeah, Mountain of Text. So it's kind of crazy. I mean, it is crazy. I do know that. Venerable War Singer. 3-drop for a 3/3 with Vigilance and Trample. So it does not tap when attacking. Oh, cool. Growth Spiral. This is awesome. That's a good looking card right there. Again, I love all of them, man. Behind that, we have a Novice Dissector. Foil. Yes, Secret Lair. I am aware of what that is. Okay, so we have a Quandrix here. That's, I mean, this artwork is off the chain, man. Okay, Professor, and we have Baleful Mystery as our rare. You may pay 2 rather than pay this spell's mana cost. If the colorless black cost was paid, an opponent draws a card. Ugh. And you can exile target creature or planeswalker. So, you know, this is a little bit of that early game removal. And behind that, we have an Opt, which is an incredibly playable card. Scry 1, draw a card for 1 blue, and make your mark. And look at that, Young Pyromancer. Good old M14, the OG list card. Pretty neat. Pretty neat. Okay, so we got Oracle. So I think that's a double. We already have that one. Oh, this card is just weird. You can't cast permanent spells. Need I say more, right? I don't know how playable this card's going to be, but yeah, it's just a funky card. I think you need to kind of break the code, get it? You know, another card that complements this one really well, that works together for it to be broken. This card gives me a headache, although the art is pretty neat. Manatide is our Mystical Archives. We haven't seen a foil yet of a mystical. We got Field Trip as our foily wonderfulness. Alright, so we got that there. Pretty cool. A lot of very abstract type of art in this set. More so than you would normally see on any... oh, cool. We got Valentin, Dean of the Vein. This is actually quite a very, very nice card. So if you guys are looking for that 1-drop legendary creature, you know, something that you could use in conjunction with, like, say, a Mox Amber, this is your guy right here. I think this is the one of the more playable 1-drop legendaries. And then behind that, you have Lisette, Dean of the Root. So take your pick. Late game, early game. On the back, pretty nice card. Snakeskin Veil. And then behind that, we have a Reject. Sorry, bud. You don't quite cut the mustard. Yeah, sometimes the pull strip works, and sometimes it doesn't. It's like really like down the middle. Very 50-50. That is actually sweet. I love that art. All right, so now if we can only find one with the fake signature on there, I think that'd be pretty cool to have. Blade Historian. It's going to be our rare. So all your guys have double strike. All right, hybrid mana 4. And we have a regrowth. Very nice classic card right here. And behind this, we have Culling Ritual, which is our next rare foil. If you could read that, destroy each non-land permanent with mana value 2 or less. Add black or green for each permanent destroyed this way. All right, so you would use this, and then you would get a little bit of a refund back on your mana spent. See, and sometimes that doesn't work too well. All right, Urza's Rage. This is going to be our art card. Go Blank. Accomplished Alchemist. Pretty cool. Make me some gold. Make me some gold. So, you know, my LCS is actually going to be doing some pre-release this weekend. There's Shock. Jeez. Cool. Cool, cool. Alternate art. And then we have Heated Debate. Yeah, like I had said, my LCS is going to be doing pre-release stuff all weekend. I think it's the first one that they've done since you know what. And it's pretty nice. They are actually going to use all the pre-release kits that they receive. There you go. So we got a couple owls there doing their thing. And our first rare in this one is good. Oh, actually, it's a mythic. Take that back. Body of Research with probably some of the coolest art. Quite pricey. So I'll let you read that, and then you'll know why. Behind that, Agonizing Remorse is our Mystical Archives. And behind that, Spirit Summoning is our foil. And then we have a Shelldock Isle from Lorwyn. This thing is quite cool, actually. This is our list card. All right, it is a rare. So even then, they used the good old gold symbols for the rarity. Although they did not have mythics back then, I don't believe. That didn't come out until Alara block. See, so that's a facsimile signature. It's a little bit more tougher to pull. I think it's 1 per box. Pretty nice artwork for Ephemerate by Ravina Kai. There you go. So if you collect this sort of thing, there are 80 others that you could hoard up and make a collection, which would be kind of cool. Those things actually sell for a good chunk of money. So if you don't need it, now would be a good time to sell it. Tempted by the Auric. Sorcery. For each opponent, gain control of up to 1 target creature or planeswalker that player controls with mana value 3 or less. Okay, pretty simple. All right, behind that we have Cultivate. Again, another staple in Modern and whatnot. There you go. How's that? A Mythic Mind's Desire. That is friggin' sweet. Yeah, you don't just pull mythic Mystical Archives like that. I think Bad Boy ended up. That's it. Yeah, I think Bad Boy ended up breaking how many of these? 4, and I don't think he got a mythic foil of a Mystical Archives. But there you go. Mind's Desire. I don't know how much it's worth. The foils probably is a pretty good premium, maybe 4 or 5x of whatever the value is. Yeah, a lot of the value is indeed in the Mystical Archives cards in this set. So that's something also to keep in mind. There you go. Crazy art. Foil Plains. Fractal Summoning. Yeah, it takes some time to look at the artwork and reading all of the card details and even the flavor text. It's quite nice and it's quite entertaining because of the whole school theme in this one. So we got Plarg. On the back, we got Augusta, Dean of Order. All right, and then behind that, Frostboil Snarl. All right. Okay, so this is kind of like the land cycle in this. When it enters the battlefield, you may reveal an island or mountain card from your hand. If you don't, it enters tapped. So it's about as good. I mean, this is not a turn 1 drop, obviously, but a turn 2, that's pretty easy. You know, a dual land. So this is a blue-red. Pretty cool. And we got a negate. Very nice. Pretty cool. And Rip Apart is going to be our foil on this one. Booster Sleuthin. All right, guys, we're almost done with number 2. Row 2, that is. Okay, Culling Ritual is going to be our rare in this. I think this is a double. Eliminate is our Mystical Archives, and behind that, Wormhole Serpent is our foil. It's our art card. Elemental Summoning, Excavated Wall. Oh, very cool. Look at that. They see, so the collector boosters aren't out yet, but normally you would find like the full art, extended art type stuff. So we got our first ever Planeswalker out of this box. It's going to be a Kasmina Enigma Sage. Just go ahead and read the different modes on there and the static ability. So that's pretty cool. Pretty neat. It's a good looking card right there. We have a Retriever Phoenix, rare as well. Behind that, we have a Thrill of Possibility. And behind that, we have Ardent Dust Speaker, dude. All right, so I'm just leaving a few of kind of like the notable type stuff in here, and then we'll recap the notable type stuff. Stuff that makes you really go, huh. Yeah, but he's right. These set booster packs have been quite loaded, and that he said that verbatim. Quite nice. And I'm kind of glad I didn't buy any of the regular draft boosters, to be honest with you. Because I feel like I'm getting a whole lot more. I mean, guess what? The price really isn't all that different. This box costs only $120, where a draft booster, depending on who you go to, could be $100 to $120 by itself. Yeah, you do get, what, 36 packs out of that, but you don't get nearly the value. So it looks like we have another one of the Mystical Archives foils. What could it be? We'll see here momentarily. All right. I have a lot of cards to go through. A lot of cards are going to be added into some existing decks. So we have a Mythic here, Extus Auric Overlord. Almost said Overload. And then we have that on the back, Awaken the Blood Avatar. Jeez. I would not want to wake up to that. We have Silver Quill Command, another really cool command card. Which, man, it's flexible as all get out. I mean, these things are going to be playable not only in the standard format, but maybe even like Pioneer and Historic. Behind that, Crux of Fate, Mythic. And we do have a foily behind this. Choose one, destroy all dragon creatures or destroy all non-dragon creatures. And behind that, we have a uncommon, this time, Divine Gambit. Quite a looker. Beautiful. And even these cards are going to be desired. All of the Mystical Archives are alternate art cards that of playable cards. So these are no doubt going to be sought after in some capacity. And I welcome to see how the market responds to that and the Magic community. Well, not if Flesh and Blood has anything to do with it, right? Maelstrom Muse, and we have an Archmage Emeritus. There you go. Behind that, Strategic Planning, which is probably some of the coolest art. Killian, Ink Duelist. legendary. And then behind that is that. Yeah, this is turning out to be quite a long video, and I do apologize for that. My first time breaking into Strixhaven, and I am loving it. Some good stuff here. All right, Witherbloom Command, very nice. This is going to be a good card right here. That's probably one of the best, like, playable type cards in this new set. Stone Rain. It's a nice take on that early Alpha Beta Classic right there. And then behind that, we have a Mage Hunter. Foil. Yeah, we haven't seen too many list cards other than the Shelldock Isle, which I think is just a phenomenal card. And a few other kind of like, you know, common, uncommons. I think altogether we have like 3 or 4 list cards that we've pulled so far. Not a whole lot else. So... Grinning Ignis and Strixhaven Stadium, which, there you go. That's actually an artifact and not a land, which is crazy. But it works. All right, a mountain of text. And we have a Putrefy, rare, of the Mystical Archives. It's just crazy looking. Defend the Campus is going to be our foil. And behind that, we got some more ads. All right, Defiant Strike, Art, Swamp, Cram Session. I've had a few of those back in the day. Let's see. Pestilent Cauldron is going to be our rare, and this is a double-sider. There you go. Restorative Burst. We have a Fury Calm Snarl, so that's another one of those dual lands. Dark Ritual, yay! There's our good old, you know, pay 1 black, add 3. Yeah, need I say more? That one is just like worlds better than the OG style, but I guess you could say nothing really beats the OG Dark Ritual. All right, we got a few packs left. Thank you guys. I know this was a long one. There you go. Great art, by the way. Witherbloom. Foil Forest, and we have Academic Probation. So these rares are all lesson cards, the ones that come up early. All right, Callous Blood Mage is going to be our rare. Behind that, God's Willing. It's our Mystical Archives. All right, behind that, Enthusiastic Study is our foil. Nice try, Wizards, with the whole pull tab thing. Nice try. Nice attempt. Let's put it that way. Decisive Denial, Strict Proctor. Rare. Behind that, Divine Gambit, another one of those. So we got the foil version of that one. And a Prismari Pledge Mage. Yeah, I'm getting all sorts of like the you know, the school of thought kind of deal, and you know, it's really cool. I like the direction of this set and what it's geared towards. There you go. That is Ibrahim, the dean of None Yo Business. Emergent Sequence, Lorehold Command, another command card for you. And behind that, we have a Natural Order. Holy smokes. That's our mythic version in here. And behind that, we have a Stonerise Spirit. And we have a Goblin Lore. About time that we got another one of these list cards. I think this is what, from Portal? That's an old one. Faux show. From what? I mean, it's got D. Alexander Gregory art. This one's from 90... What does that say? 95? And I remember when they sold those. I think I bought one. Portal and Portal Second Age, I believe. Yeah, the cards are pretty pricey these days. That's for sure. For the originals. Dream Strix. There you go. Not quite Baleful Strix, but maybe this one will have its place and its day. And we have Infuriate for our archives, which I think is really cool art. And then we have a Storm Kiln Artist. Whew. That little thing that he's playing around with there is really... And a Cradle Guard. Good old Urza's Saga, huh? Original Mark Zug. The artist that became famous for Noble Hierarch. Well, ladies and gentlemen, 35 minutes in, and we are down to our last pack. Thank goodness. Yeah, Magic the Gathering packs are always a long rip. Ugh, that's for sure. Thank you guys for checking this out. And hopefully you'll have some sort of incentive to go, maybe buy a box or two. Again, collector boosters come out next week. The Biblioplex, jeez, now that's a land right there. That's a cool looking card. Yeah, read the text. It's just crazy. Oh, Duress, of course. I was hoping to find Duress in there. This is again another staple in some of those formats. Modern, Legacy, all great stuff. Jeez, that's cool. And behind that, we have Professor of Zoomancy. I'm getting tired. I'm filming this at like 10 o'clock at night. So behind that, we have some ads. All right, so what's the best of the best? We did get some mythics. We got some pretty nice mystical archives. I would say that... All right, so this is what it's just 5 cards because the rest of the cards are just, what they are. So we did get a facsimile signature art card of this art right here, Ephemerate, number 63 out of 81. That's not serial numbering, but it's like there's 81 total cards, and this is the 63rd art. So we did receive a Kasmina Enigma Sage, full art non-foil, Planeswalker, pretty cool. We have a list card of Shelldock Isle. Always a classic. Original Mark Teaton art. And then what I consider to be like the gravy train type stuff. We got a Divine Gambit foil, Mystical Archives, and then the big one is going to be the Mind's Desire Mythic, which I think is just sweet. With that spiraling staircase that goes into the abyss. Incredible. I love the set. I love the set boosters, so I encourage you guys to check out the set boosters before you decide on the draft boosters. I don't know why they still make draft boosters, but that's going to go ahead and do it for this one, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit that good old bell. And yeah, go ahead and throw down a comment, and that's the only way that you'll get the notifications is if you've interacted with any of my videos, because otherwise it doesn't happen. But that's going to go ahead and do it. I'm Sean with Blue Ridge Collectibles. Have a wonderful pre-release weekend on Strixhaven. And look forward to hearing from you guys on how you guys think this set is. I think it's fantastic. Yeah, if you like reading, this is a really good one too. You guys take care, and I'll see you next time.